Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Tech Explorer, episode 214. Feels kind of wild, doesn't it?
214. Man, it feels like just yesterday we were rambling about... Actually, what even time's the first episode about, Mark? My memory's going.
Oh, please. Knowing me, it was probably something wildly exciting like making an LED blink with a microcontroller. Peak drama, that was.
Ha! Sounds about right. But today, we're talking about something that actually has, substantial impact, especially in the media world. Storj just snagged a big award at the NAB Show.
NAB Show, right? That's the times place for broadcasters and media tech folks. It's huge. And Storj. Remind me, isn't that the decentralized cloud storage company we've touched on before? The one with that whole sustainability angle we like?
Exactly. Love that part. And they won for something called their object mount product. This is where it gets, genuinely clever. Imagine needing to work with enormous video files, like 4K or even uncompressed RAW footage.
Ugh, don't even. I've been there. My poor machine weeps at the thought. Usually you'd have to download the whole massive file, right? Or create smaller, lower-res copies just to work with them?
I know the struggle. The endless waiting. And yeah, downloading the full file is the typical route. But that takes ages, especially when your team is dispersed globally.
Precisely. And then there are those sneaky egress fees. Every time you download something from some of the major cloud providers, it's like, ka-ching! Money just vanishing from your budget. It adds up fast on big projects.
Egress fees. The bane of existence for anyone dealing with significant cloud data. So, Object Mount, how does it actually tackle this problem?
Okay, this is the really neat part. Object Mount essentially makes S3-compatible object storage act like a local hard drive on your computer. Poof! Like magic, but with code.
Wait, so it gives you POSIX-compliant file system access? Meaning, even though the data is sitting out in the cloud somewhere, your computer sees it and interacts with it as though it were just another drive connected to your machine?
Bingo! You can literally open files, edit them directly in place, save your changes, all without having to download the entire massive file first. Completely bypasses that step.
That's quite something for media production. No more waiting hours, sometimes days, for files to transfer before you can even start editing. It's like the cloud becomes effectively another drive on your desktop, but with global reach.
Right? And according to one of the testimonials they shared, it's helped post-production teams slim down their edit cycles from weeks down to hours. Hours! Why? Because they can just access and work on those massive camera RAW files instantly, directly where they are, too.
That's genuinely impressive. And the cost savings you mentioned earlier?
Oh yeah. By zapping those egress fees and taking away the need for multiple copies of the same data scattered around, Storj claims you can save a considerable amount, up to 80% on costs compared to some traditional cloud storage solutions. And because their network is distributed, you're not paying for big centralized data center infrastructure markup either.
80% is not insignificant. And it plays nice with existing workflows, right? You don't suddenly have to ditch your favorite editing software suite?
Nope. It's designed to integrate smoothly. It's cross-platform too. Works on macOS, Windows, and Linux. The post-production supervisor they quoted in the press release specifically mentioned how it connects with various object storage providers, including the big ones like AWS and Azure, which makes it super flexible for teams already using those.
So it's not times only about leveraging Storj's own decentralized network, which offers its own savings, but it makes times cloud storage providers more practical and cost-effective by essentially bypassing the egress problem?
Precisely. It's like adding a smart little layer on top that just unlocks more efficient access to wherever your data lives. And speaking of Storj's own network, it's worth touching on that decentralized aspect again. It pulls together underutilized storage capacity from people all over the globe, keeping data encrypted and sharded across many nodes.
Which loops back to that sustainability angle we appreciate so much. Fewer massive, energy-hungry centralized data centers? Less overall energy use?
Exactly. They talk about achieving more than a 90% carbon reduction compared to some traditional cloud services. Think about it. Less data replication needed, less data being transferred back and forth constantly. It all adds up to a smaller environmental footprint.
That's a powerful combination. Significant efficiency gains, serious cost reductions, and tangible environmental benefits. It's easy to see why it earned that NAB Show award for cloud computing and storage.
It really does hit a major pain point for a data-intensive industry like media. And you can see this spreading beyond just video and film production, right? I'm thinking scientific research data, massive historical archives, anything where colossal datasets need to be accessed and collaborated on by distributed teams.
Oh, absolutely. Any field wrestling with huge files and teams scattered across different locations could benefit immensely. I'm also really curious about where they take this next. Could Object Mount eventually integrate more tightly with AI or machine learning applications for even faster data processing? Or perhaps intelligent, predictive caching?
Ooh, that's a compelling thought. Imagine training an AI model or running complex analysis directly on massive datasets via Object Mount, without the bottleneck of downloading everything first. That could significantly accelerate research and analysis in so many fields, from medicine to climate science. The possibilities branch out quite a bit.
Right? So, Object Mount wins a big NAB award, drastically streamlines media workflows, saves money, promotes sustainability, and opens doors for faster future AI integration. That's a whole lot of wins for one product.
It definitely seems to be resonating with the industry right now. It's a remarkably elegant solution to a pretty significant and persistent problem.
Well, hats off to Storj on the award. It honestly sounds like a genuinely useful piece of technology that's addressing real-world challenges. Thanks for breaking that down for us, Mark.
Anytime, Jenny. Always a pleasure to talk about tech that's actually making a discernible difference in people's work lives. And to all our listeners, thanks for joining us yet again on episode 214 of the Tech Explorer.
We'll catch you on the next one.